Hi everyone, my name is Gautam Gupta and I want to welcome you all to my YouTube channel, Universal Fundamentals. In this video, I will be talking about the upcoming transits that are going to be affecting you if your ascendant or your moon sign is in Cancer for the year 2023. Now, we do have a lot of stuff going on, and there are going to be a lot of planetary changes that will be taking effect in 2023. Now, these changes are going to affect all of us personally in different ways, depending on what our ascendant and moon sign are. But before I begin talking about these things, I do want to invite everyone to please check out my website, universal-fundamentals.com, where you can sign up for my free monthly newsletter and you'll get it delivered straight to your email address. You will also learn more about me and what I do as a Vedic astrologer. And if you happen to find this video helpful and useful, then please give it a thumbs up by hitting the like button. Doing so will really help me out with the YouTube algorithm, which will allow other users like you to locate this video. And also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and make sure to hit that bell notification icon so you do not miss out on any of these similar YouTube videos that I will be uploading in the future. I also want to let everyone know that I do practice sidereal Vedic astrology and not Western tropical astrology. So make sure you know what your correct ascendant and moon sign are according to Vedic astrology. So with that being said, let's begin with talking about the important transits that are coming up for a Cancer ascendant or moon sign for the year 2023. Now, I want to give you guys a bit of a quick summary as to what's been going on in the last 2.5 years. And during the last 2.5 years, transiting Saturn has been going over your seventh house of Capricorn. And the seventh house represents relationships, business partnerships, as well as your spouse. And this has been forming an incredible Sasha yoga, which is one of the five great yogas, as Saturn was in its own sign of rulership in a Kendra house. So during the pandemic, essentially, you put in a lot of effort, duty, commitment, and sacrifices in the area of your relationships and business partnerships in order to make things work. And essentially, you got the result of whatever effort you put in during that time. Now, the first important event that will be occurring this year is that transiting Saturn will officially enter the sign of Aquarius on January 17th, 2023, where it will remain there until March 29th, 2025. So this basically means that Saturn is going to enter your eighth house, which represents occult sciences, metaphysics, psychology, and most importantly, transformational events. And this tells me that over the next 2.5 years, you will be going through some major transformations that will ultimately give you so many breakthroughs about yourself and what you believe in. And after this Saturn and Aquarius transits, you will never feel or be the same person ever again. And this also tells me that there is a major potential for inheritances as the ruler of the eighth house will be in its own Multiple sign. However, I do want you to keep in mind that because this is Saturn that will be in your eighth house, expect some delays if you are expecting any inheritances or unearned wealth. So do exercise patience during this time and try not to be frustrated if things are not moving as fast as you would like them to. However, with this placement, there is potential of receiving a lot of unearned wealth during the next 2.5 years. And one thing I want you all to know, what I want all of you to know is that Saturn feels a lot more comfortable in the sign of Aquarius versus the sign of Capricorn. So the eighth house matters will become extremely powerful for you guys. Now, the transit that has been occurring since April of 2022 is that transiting Jupiter has been in your ninth house of Pisces. And it's going to continue to remain in your ninth house until April 21st of 2023. Now, the ninth house, it deals with your father, your luck and fortune, spirituality, as well as your higher education and learning. So one thing is that if your father is still around, you may have found that you guys got closer over the last year. Or if he's not around, you would have had some pleasant and healing memories in relation to your father, which brought you joy and happiness. And any higher education, learning, or learning related to spirituality has been going extremely well for you. You probably ended up taking a new course, and this course is giving you so much information about things that can really help you advance your life to the next level. And overall, you have just been feeling very optimistic about how things are going in your life, as transiting Jupiter in Pisces has been aspecting your ascendant or moon throughout this whole year. And because Jupiter has also been aspecting your third and fifth house of younger siblings, short distance traveling, creativity, and children, these matters have been working out very nicely in your favor, and it will continue to do so until April 21st, 2023. And this is when transiting Jupiter will finally enter the sign of Aries, which will be in your 10th house. Now, before I talk about um, Aries in the 10th house, one thing I do want to mention is that once transiting Saturn enters Aquarius on January 17th of 2023, transiting Jupiter in Pisces will be hemmed between Saturn, which is in your 8th house of Aquarius, as well as Rahu, which is in your 10th house of Aries. So this kind of tells me that Jupiter is going to feel a bit uncomfortable during this transit in 2023. So things related to your father, luck and fortune, spirituality, and higher education and learning are going to require a bit more effort in order to make things work. However, rest assured that obtaining success in these areas will still be very possible and doable as long as you put in the hard work. Now, one very important thing, while Jupiter is in the sign of Pisces, this is going to create what I call a triple point of manifestation, where transiting Saturn in Aquarius, transiting Jupiter in Pisces, and transiting Mars in Taurus is all going to aspect the sign of Scorpio. So you see, transiting Mars has been retrograding since October 30th of 2022 at 1 degree of Gemini, and it re-entered Taurus on November 14th of 2022. Now, transiting Mars will finally turn direct on January 13th of 2023, 13 degrees Taurus, and it will remain in Taurus for the next 2 months. Now, for you guys, this triple point of manifestation will occur in your fifth house. And the fifth house, remember, it represents the stock market, creativity, investments, children, and any entrepreneurial pursuits that you have been doing. And these areas, I'm telling you, are going to be super empowering for you. And you are going to find a lot of success in these areas in the coming next 2 months. So do take advantage of these opportunities that are coming your way because they will pay off in the long run. So this triple point of manifestation will last until March 13th, 2023. And this is when Mars is going to enter into the sign of Gemini, and it will no longer aspect the sign of Scorpio. However, Jupiter and Saturn's point of manifestation and double aspect to the sign of Scorpio will remain until April 21st of 2023. And this is when Jupiter will finally leave the sign of Pisces and enter the sign of Aries. And at that point, Jupiter will no longer aspect Scorpio. So the double point of manifestation from March 13th through April 21st should remain positive for fifth house matters. Now, ever since March of 2022, transiting Rahu has been going over your 10th house, and transiting Ketu has been going over your 4th house. And this transit will continue all the way through November 28th, 2023. And Rahu in the 10th house of Aries has been extremely monumental for you when it came to your career and social standing. Some of you may have even gotten a huge promotion at work, or you have simply become more recognized in your line of work. And for some of you, even, you may have changed jobs for a better working environment as well as a pay raise. However, with this change, promotion, or recognition, things have been extremely demanding. I felt as if you guys had to put a lot of hard work and commitment towards your career, and this may have taken a toll in your domestic life. And this is because transiting Ketu has been in your fourth house ever since March of 2022. I feel as if things related to your home and mother have been a bit more distant and detached over the past year due to your extreme focus on your work and career. And there could have even been a possible change of residence that is making you feel a bit uncomfortable and a bit unsettled right now. However, I do think things are going to start improving once transiting Jupiter enters the sign of Aries on April 21st. And it's going to move into your 10th house, and it will stay with transiting Rahu up until November 28th. And Jupiter will remain in Aries until May 1st, 2024. So once Jupiter enters the sign of Aries and into your 10th house along with Rahu, your career and your work and your social standing are going to expand even more. You may even go into a role of teaching and mentoring within your work, and that is going to give you a lot of fame and recognition throughout the year. Now, with this Rahu and Jupiter conjunction occurring in your 10th house, you are going to come up with new and innovative ways to expand your work, career, and even your business if you happen to be self employed. However, while this conjunction is still in play, I do want you all to be careful because Rahu's influence on Jupiter in Aries is there until November 28th, 2023. So it is important that you make sure you are following the righteous and clear path to whatever it is you're doing. And this is because Rahu can sometimes aggravate and temper Jupiter's righteous and pure qualities. And as a result, any wrong action you end up taking during this transit can actually go against any good deeds you have done. And one thing to remember, Jupiter is very spiritual and pure in nature, while Rahu can be very cunning and materialistic. So sometimes it can be too cunning where it ends up following the wrong path of life if afflicted. And oftentimes, whenever I see Rahu conjunct or trine Jupiter, there usually is a tug of war occurring between the right and wrong path. And in most cases, Jupiter ends up controlling Rahu's negative characteristics. But because Jupiter spends so much of its time doing so, its positive qualities do become somewhat neutralized. However, one thing I want you guys to realize is that a lot of expansion and a lot of growth are still possible because Rahu and Jupiter both represent these things. So, once again, do take advantage of any opportunities that come your way. Now, while Rahu and Jupiter are in the 10th house of Aries, they are going to be aspecting your second house of Leo, your fourth house of Libra, as well as your sixth house of Sagittarius. And coincidentally, while Saturn is in your eighth house of Aquarius, it will be aspecting your 10th house of Aries, your second house of Leo, as well as your fifth house of Scorpio. So this means that the signs of Aries and Leo, which are your 10th and second houses respectively, they're going to be receiving a point of manifestation from Saturn and Jupiter's influence. So this is going to be really empowering for these houses. Saturn's third aspect to your 10th house is really going to give you the discipline and focus needed to achieve your work and business goals. You will have the ability to work very hard and diligently during this time, and you need to be doing so because you have so much to accomplish this year. And in addition, the aspects that Rahu, Jupiter, and Saturn that are giving to your second house is tremendously going to help you out with your financial situation. Because all of the hard work you are putting in, you are ultimately going to see an increase in your finances and money. And Jupiter's seventh aspect to your fourth house is going to nicely help you out with any security issues you have been facing recently. This is definitely going to alleviate some of the difficulties that Ketu in the fourth house has been causing you over the past year. And if your mother is still around, I see things getting better and improving relationship wise. you are going to feel a lot more secure than you have felt in comparison to the last year. And also, if you are trying to buy a home, I think Jupiter's aspect to the fourth house is going to help you get the results you need in regard to any real estate, property, or vehicle transactions. So, this is what I wanted to cover regarding what's going to happen for a Cancer ascendant or moon sign for the year 2023. I hope you guys got something out of this. Once again, if you found this video to be helpful and useful, then please give it a thumbs up by hitting the like button. Doing so, once again, will tremendously help me out with the YouTube algorithm so this video can reach a vast audience. And also, if you're new to my channel and would like to see similar videos like this in the future, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on that bell notification. And lastly, if you would like to know more about me and what I do as a Vedic astrologer, then please check out my website, universal-fundamentals.com. Thank you so much, everybody, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.